So what's going on? I want to get back to working out, ideally swimming, but ever since my car accident 2 years ago, I've just haven't been able to swim the same. Oh God, I'm sorry you went through that. What's your main concern with getting back to swimming? I mean, I've tried going back a couple of times, but every time I do, I just end up hurting it more. And I've gone to a handful of doctors and physical therapy, and they just essentially have told me that I'm not going to swim again. So what happened when you try going back? Usually I do a couple of laps, I'm feeling really good, I give it a break for a second, do a couple of PT exercises, maybe a couple of stretches, and go back at it. I'm really focusing on using the right muscles, or I feel like I'm doing all the right things, but then inevitably by lap 5, 6, my shoulder is hurting again, and sometimes it's sharp pain, and then it just gets worse. What else besides physical therapy have you tried to relieve the pain? Besides physical therapy, I've tried ointments, I've tried medications, obviously. I even looked into trying to find a brace that would help to stabilize it, so I want to keep partially dislocating on me, but that didn't help. Hypermobility is literally so frustrating, and then when you add an injury to it, it can feel near impossible. I know, I feel like I've tried everything, and I've stumped every doctor and physical therapist, and I just don't know what else to do. Well, it sounds like we have a few options. We could look into getting another second opinion. We could keep strengthening and try different things until we come up with the perfect workout plan. Or we could just accept that overhead activities aren't for you anymore and find another activity that brings you joy. What do you think about that? I actually have been thinking about getting a second opinion, but I feel like I can do that on my own. I've actually been thinking about running, but I just don't get the same joy with it as I do with swimming. And it's just really hard to accept that I won't be able to swim again. I know. It's a really big thing to accept. Let's try a few weeks of trying to develop a workout plan to try to stabilize your shoulder. And if that doesn't work, we can move on to trying to find a new activity that brings you just as much joy as swimming. That sounds good. I think I can try one more time, and if after this last time doesn't work, we can find some different activities. Great. So your homework then is to find a pool and get everything you need. And I will work on developing a workout plan for us to go through next session. And then, if it would be helpful sometime down in the future, we could have part of our session even at the pool so we could troubleshoot some of the issues going on real time. But we'll work out those logistics later.